Hey everybody, I'm a two-fisted drinker today. I got coffee in one hand and raspberry, lime, fizzy water. I was really thirsty, but I needed a jolt of caffeine, and I did not have, and it wasn't going to be tea. So here we are. Oh, it's pretty. I can see I can see your thing in your wall mural. Yeah, Chattanooga Choo Choo's in the. Let's see if I can get this way. Yeah, the Choo Choo is sitting on the credenza, and then the fisherman is right there. Anyway, I'm at my sister's house in Chattanooga, Sister Patty, and she is not a nun. She is not a nun. She is my sister. I had 4 sisters. I now have 3 sisters because Leanne passed on last year. And today we have been to Pikeville, Tennessee, and we got to see our nephew, Benjamin. And, he got to say what he wanted to say, and we got to talk the way we wanted to talk, and he is going to be recommended for parole. So we don't know when that's going to happen, but he said to tell all of you, we just got off the phone with him. We didn't get to talk to him after the parole hearing, but he said to tell all of you, thank you for your cards and your letters, and especially thank you for all of your prayers, because without you, this wouldn't have happened. And he pretty much said, because y'all have lifted him up in prayer and done so many nice things for him, good wishes, encouraging thoughts and kind words, y'all have really made all of this just amazing for him. So you're helping him to learn that when you step outside of yourself and do something for somebody else, you're really helping yourself. And I think this is a great lesson for all of us to learn. So let's drink up. I've got coffee in this cup, and it's super hot. So it's a coffee break this afternoon. Jenna and Madison are here, and they just got back from a big trip to Atlanta where, Maddie, were you singing?
I went to a music festival.
She went to a music festival.
Come say hi, Jessica.
I look awful.
Oh.
They know you from writing songs.
Hi!
Anyway, we've it's one big happy family get together, and we were with Courtney and Peter and the kids last night, and now Madison and Jessica are here, and it's just wonderful. So Patty and I were discussing the things that we can learn from Benjamin's story, and y'all don't know his story, and I'm not going to tell you his story because he wants to tell you his story. And when he gets out, I will have him on with me, and he will share with you the story practically of his life. And I told him he needs to write a book. I mean, this is a kid that was abandoned at 5 years old. Abandoned at 5 years old by his mother. And he has just lived a life of a tough love. I mean, just tough. I mean, it's just, and he's been clean and sober for, what did he say yesterday, 59 months?
4 years.
Over 4 years. And he is ready to get out of prison. And he has a job in prison where he helps other people. I mean, he has told me that he would have somebody in his peer group where he'd be counseling them, because he does sessions with them all. He and his supervisor, Miss Amy. Hey, Miss Amy, if you're watching. And we got to meet Miss Amy today, and he's seen people in need, just people in need. And this one guy had tennis shoes that were just flapping. You know, the sole was flapping. And he said, "What size are you?" And they were the same size shoe. And Benjamin took his shoes off and handed them to him. He said, "I got another pair back in my cell. You take these. When I need another pair, I got somebody that'll get me another pair. But you take these." And sure enough, if he needed a pair, I'd get him a pair. Patty'd get him a pair. We'd do it. But the main thing is, you got to learn to give from the heart. Listen to your gut. Yesterday, driving over to Chattanooga from where I live, a hawk flew down on top of me. I had my sunroof open, and I'm seeing this underbelly of the hawk swoop over me. And we've studied this, and Robert found out that in folklore, it means look for a sign, look for a message from God. And I started looking. And I started looking down the road as I was traveling. I was right by, what's the name of that park?
Ocoee.
Ocoee Park, where they do the kayaking on the fast water for the Olympics from a long time ago. I have to breathe just a little bit. And I'm driving along, and you can't go fast because there's a lot of people. It's Sunday afternoon, and there on the side of the road was one of those historical markers, you know, the ones you never have time to read. Well, if you get this app on your phone called History Here, you can read what those things are. Or you can do a Google search or DuckDuckGo search and find out exactly what happened there. And the sign said, "The Halfway House." And so I took that as God was going to send Benjamin to a halfway house in Knoxville. And sure enough, today, the lady recommended for him to go to the halfway house, to be released to the halfway house, not anywhere else. He had to be released to the halfway house. And this is a 9 to 12 month program. And we're just excited that he's lost 4.5 years of his life, but he's going to reap that in benefits. Last night, or was it this morning, we were listening to Joel Osteen, and he was talking about, for every bad that's happened to you, in the name of the Lord, you will reap these benefits. Your treasure will not be lost because you lost this time. And it was just a good, powerful message. So we have to listen to ourselves. We have to love ourselves. We have to take time to be who you're supposed to be. Now, many times in our lives, our clutter and chaos is keeping us locked away in our own prisons. I want you to think about this. Locked away. Coming back, y'all. Sorry. I clicked the wrong button. I don't need to touch anything without my magic wand. Yes, God restores all that the locusts have eaten. And it is just so powerful to know that when you are, Granny always said this, when you do what's right, God will take care of you. And the main thing I want you to get out of this is when you get your clutter out of the way, when you get your addictions out of the way, when you take care of you and start taking care of your home, all of this is going to fall in place. You're going to be able to hear the Lord when He speaks. You know, a lot of us grew up not knowing God's voice, even if it's just an urge in your deep down inside you. A lot of us didn't grow up believing that God spoke to us. But guess what? When you're still, you can hear Him. You can hear those urges and those nudges, and Robert likes to call them God breezes, coming your way. I'm going to try to get this away. So there we go. And it's not bouncing too bad. So Here's to listening to that inner voice. And when you get rid of your clutter, when you get rid of the clutter, amazing things are going to happen in your life and in the lives of the people around you. They're going to start jumping on board and you haven't even asked them to. It's going to be so much fun. So drink up. A cup of hot and a cup of cold.
You got a chaser for your coffee.
Two-fisted drinker today. And neither one of them are alcoholic. But they're refreshing. I get a little zip from one and a little cool breeze from another. So y'all got Leanne's show at 1 o'clock. I got the tail end of Leanne's show. Sorry I missed this morning, but you have weekly home blessing from last week to be able to get your house in order and have fun. And I'll be probably on the road in the morning because I'm not going to do a show tomorrow because of, wanting to get home to my sweet darling. That's the most important thing. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you for your prayers. And thank you for your support. It's just amazing. And by the way, our emails are getting blocked today. So for those of you who've gotten our emails, if you'll reply to any of them, just reply to them, click a link in it. It's going to help the powers that be know that you really want our emails. I will talk to you later. Thank you for showing up today. Sometimes that's half the battle. Just show up. You never know what you're going to learn. See you later.